Hey, it's DJ Demo. You're watching local band Smokeout Canada.
Punch this, bitch.
Welcome to an Octave Studios presents local band Smokeout Canada. I'm Devin.
I'm Nate.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in. Today we got GreenBones. So they're from Lethbridge, Alberta.
Yes.
We've had a couple, but not in Lethbridge in a little while. So I'm looking forward to this. You were saying it's a little grungy.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I kind of define them as
Got my plaid.
the best of like old school grunge before it like blew up. If that's the best way I can describe them.
So you're thinking like Melvins and...
I like Bleach Era Nirvana. Like, think all those cats. Like, Melvins for sure.
But yeah.
Pardon me.
Like, yeah, just a little kind of heavier maybe than just the poppy type of grunge, you know.
This is kind of like the in-between track of them too, so you can hear a lot of
people
the
that watch the show
side.
know that I use pop a lot as a word. I just mean popular, what people think of.
It's got a hook. It's got a hook.
Oh, totally. And pop isn't always a bad thing.
Oh, no.
No, actually, yeah, we were talking earlier. So let's bust out the sponsors.
We have Octave Studios.
Right here. And Riska Disc Records in Ladysmith.
Viking Valley Mead.
Yeah, and Jester Events.
Tone Bone Marone on YouTube.
Yeah, Arbutus Music.
Whale Music Magazine.
Junkhouse John.
BG, the OG, local band Smokeout.
Yeah, and all of you for watching, subscribing, clicking like, sharing, commenting, telling your friends. Like, sometimes I have no clue how people get a hold of us and everything, and I completely appreciate it, and don't even need to know. But thank you. It's awesome. It's wicked.
Can I introduce the band? Because I love these guys.
Yes, I was gonna say, go ahead, tell us a little bit about GreenBones, and follow up with the links and everything, how people can find about them. And sorry, are they playing any shows or anything? We did.
They may or may not be playing Alternative Waves 2019. I'm not sure if this will be out when that's been announced, but they definitely submitted. But they're a really cool band from Lethbridge, a grunge band that I've been working with on their upcoming EP, Fractured Wisdom. We've been recording a song a month for the past few months. We did a song in between October and November, and then they're like, you know what? That was a lot of fun. Let's do one a month for the next few months and do a full EP.
The kind of the Pacific Myth type of...
Yeah, it's like, let's have some fun. It's like, you know what? I'm stoked that you guys are stoked to be here. I like your tunes. Really cool thing about the guitarist is the majority of the time he didn't play with the pick. It was only in certain parts where we do that definition.
We opened up with a band in Victoria that I watched a guitarist do the same thing. Yeah. It was really interesting seeing a guy who never does. Like, you know...
He only used to pick when I asked him to, because like we need that definition there. Yeah. And aside from that, I was like, I love the sound of it. And another thing, I grew up on grunge to start out with, he has this awesome teal green Jaguar and this other Telecaster that we used. It was just, Ryan's a phenomenal guitarist, Taylor's a great drummer, Colin is a phenomenal bass player and vocalist. He writes some really good vocals. You can really feel like emotion in what he writes. Like, he's connected to his songs, which means a lot. Their EP will be dropping sometime in the next few months. They have a video for this song that is due to come out on the 27th of April. The song is Death from Below. Again, the EP it's coming off of is Fractured Wisdom. And go find them on Facebook and Instagram. And their music will be on Spotify, iTunes, and all those streaming networks once it's released. Just go follow them on Facebook and Instagram and be ready.
Their username was...
GreenBones13.
Cool. Yeah, just make sure 13.
And the logo looks like a triangle with a giant GB in it. You can't miss it. Without further ado, this is Death from Below. It'll play. Why you do this to me? There we go.
See, you're even filling in for Steve that way. The last one, you get the song, this one, no play. There we go.
can't stop me. You can't stop us. I'm running in a hurricane. I hear the sounds inside my brain. 'Cause when I hear the voices, they're underground. And when I hear that sound, oh, when I hear that sound, you can't stop me. You can't stop us. You can't stop me. Get ready. I'm running in a heart attack. I see the chills coming up my back. And when I hear the voices, they're underground. And when I hear that sound, oh, when I hear that sound, yeah. You can't stop me. You can't stop us. You can't stop me. I'm coming down and running round. Just hold me down, not upside down. We took their pills and flew us now. We took it down, now we run slow. You can't stop me. You can't stop us. You can't stop me. You can't stop us.
And that is GreenBones from Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada.
Hell yeah. That was pretty sweet. Very 90s.
Very.
Yeah. That was even, with the name Green, that has very similar kind of vocals. Kind of sounded like Green Kelly, actually. That's something that I heard a little bit with that vocalist, like his verses. He went obviously very, like a little bit heavier than that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, no, I hear what you mean with like the groove kind of sound with very early 90s and even late 80s and stuff. But yeah, no, that was sweet. So GreenBones out of Lethbridge. Watch out for that EP coming out. It was Fractured Wisdom and produced
and recorded at Octave Studios. Artwork by Tranquilizer Arts,
which is your co-host on
The Wasteland.
Yep.
So
That's pretty sweet.
All the cross promotion.
Yeah, exactly. And that's always, I mean, I sound like a broken record to myself at least sometimes, and return viewers that, that's what we're all about.
It's been a pleasure being a co-host on this show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I appreciate everybody who jumps in on different times. I've had a few different people, and it just makes it fun. Because, I mean, hell, I don't know if I've really told it other than probably maybe the very start or something. So maybe it's not too repetitive, but Steve literally just jumped on board, and I always appreciate him for it.
He does
you heard me say earlier, it's like, even if you don't look at it that way, I think of you as just as much a part of it, even though he sees himself as a co-host or something. It's like, no, dude, I was literally at a party, and Steve and me were, buddies, but the first time I ever met him was out here in Alberta, even though we're from the same fucking town.
Damn.
And stuff. And it's just the way things go, right?
Yeah.
And at a party back in Nanaimo, after I'd moved back to Nanaimo from Calgary, we were just shooting the shit, and I'm telling people about this show, Local Man Smokeout, that I'd just been watching.
Yeah.
And it was because of Nuclear Oath. Pete's band had, gotten on this thing, and
they gave us a pretty decent review too.
It was awesome. And but I'm the type of person who I'm just like making dinner and stuff like that, so I just wanted to watch something that I could just listen to music, and there's a random button.
Yeah.
I didn't use Spotify or anything, so I don't care. I actively seek out music.
Yeah.
So I just found this thing, and it was just a matter of being like, oh cool, well, do you care if I do it too?
He's like,
no. And when he said that really got me going, and I'm at this party and stuff, and I'm just telling this guy who's also in Under the Mountain, I've met him a couple times and stuff, yeah, dude, I'm gonna start this show and stuff, and I'm gonna promote bands, and he's like, dude, that'd be cool, I'd do that with you.
That's fucking awesome.
And I always define it as, I was saying, I'm gonna go ride this bobsled down this fucking track. And he was like, patunk, sitting in the seat, like looking up at me, smiling, just being like, and I'm like, shit, you're coming with me?
That's
cool, dude.
That's how the Concrete Wasteland started too. It was like, hey Matt, hey Sean, I just kind of want to help promote music. Sean's bitching about how he feels some people that do reviews don't know what the hell they're talking about. So you want to do your own reviews? You want to help out bands and listen to music and do your thing? Matt, do you want to do some stuff? I want to do some stuff. Let's do a podcast. Why not? And it's cool seeing that you have kept it going, and that mainly what's more important is that they listen.
It's always been a positive thing. Then that's just it. You know, I always expected that, sure, maybe somebody would say, like, you know, what the fuck, man? Like, you're just ripping him off or something. But it's like, no, the thing is, it's about cross-promotion. It's about helping each other out, and it's about helping bands.
Yeah, and it's about all of you guys that take the time to even watch the video. Like,
exactly. Like, getting shit from Australia to South Africa, London, America, like, it just blows me away. And then meeting friends, like, that's what I'm saying, is me and you wouldn't have met if I didn't know Pete, and I didn't end up finding out about BG. You guys happen to be in a band, and then we end up here, right? So everybody needs to just, it's work together. And it's funny, we listen to a band that has a lot of 90s influence, like GreenBones. I always think of the 90s as a time that bands work together a lot more than some other eras, and it helped a lot more bands than it didn't help, right?
It was a really,
you know, Temple
cool,
of the Dog and different kind of super groups that just popped up and went away.
Korn, Deftones,
and
Tool.
People, they promoted each other. You know, I think of like Rancid, NoFX did a cross EP where they just maybe they were also laughing at each other, right? And Under the Mountain and Chunkosaurus. Under the Mountain, if they're on the same bill, sometimes they'll purposely play a Chunkosaurus song before when they're opening up for Chunkosaurus, just so Chunkosaurus is like, God damn it, now we can't play the geezer.
When I was in Oath and Sean was had just gotten to Caliber and he had filled in for us on tour briefly, he was actually joking about how he wanted Caliber to do a E-standard version of one of our songs for Soundcheck. It was like, oh god, if you did that, I'd laugh.
Or like, if my band and Under the Mountain play, we have to discuss who's playing War Pigs. Because, that's why I was bugging them, because my drummer knows War Pigs through and through on the drums, and Fred said that that's why I learned right there after I've watched so many times why I'm like, why can't you guys finish it properly? Because I'm a bassist and I can pull that shit together. And I've bugged them about, like, I will play bass for one of the War Pigs on this tour. I want to play War Pigs at least once on this tour. Do it on stage for them, but it'll be frustrating if Fred doesn't know how to end it. If my drummer doesn't know where he's going, and I do.
With that, thank you all for watching, guys.
Thanks, GreenBones, for working with Nate. Thank you, Nate.
No, thank you. Cheers. Until next time.